Hi Cancer, how's it going? I hope you're doing awesome today. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Lynn, and I'm just going to do a general reading for you. Just going to shuffle a little bit first. It's a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm going to do a Celtic cross spread. So let's see what messages Spirit has for you today. Sun, Moon, Rising signs, ascendant signs. If any of your cards come out upside down, it means you're getting extra protection from Spirit. If the messages repeat, I'll try and catch that and let you know, because I believe that Spirit really wants us to get the messages when they repeat. And I just channel the messages from Spirit, okay? The messages are not from me, they're from Spirit. Unless I feel, if I'm picking up something with my intuition, I'll let you know it's from me, okay? So let's pull all the cards first. 3 of Wands, 10 of Wands, Queen of Cups, 2 of Cups reversed, Seven of Swords reversed, 8 of Swords reversed, Page of Cups, thank you Spirit, reversed, 5 of Swords reversed, 7 of Wands reversed. Last one is 8 of Cups reversed, and you have the 7 of Cups on the bottom of the deck for the overall energy of the reading. So the 7 of Cups says, trust yourself to see the truth in the situation, okay? Trust yourself, Cancer. Trust yourself to see the truth. This is Scorpio energy. The 7 of Cups is a card about searching for purpose. It's a card of daydreaming, imagining, picking and choosing choices. It's a card of fantasy, indecision, wishful thinking, illusion. This card represents having too many choices, all of which seem very appealing to you. You're spending time dreaming about them, imagining what each one would be like. Still, you cannot pick one. This card includes a hint that might help. You're drawn to these choices emotionally. Set aside those emotions for a moment and invite a little reason into the picture. While emotionally appealing, some of the choices may not be good for you, so choose wisely, okay? The 7 of Cups represents a time of great creative potential, along with the energy to make use of it. Many options are available. The difficulty is in choosing the right one. This card's all about fantasy and imagination. You're looking at a number of possibilities now, too many to make an easy choice. With so many options, you're exploring different intentions in your imagination, but deciding which to manifest is a challenge. And then your first card is the 3 of Wands. This card represents your current situation. Spirit wants you to know that you have all the energy you need to realize your goals. Okay, you have everything it takes to realize your goals. This is Aries energy. This card says your hard work is paying off. You may be cooperating in a business venture. You're experiencing life. You're making a lot of progress, a lot of foresight, a lot of momentum. Spirit is saying that fortune favors the brave with this card. You're planning, you're forward planning, you're spreading your wings, you're expanding, you're looking ahead. It's a card of growth, adventure. It could represent long distance travel or a long distance romance. Maybe you're moving abroad. It's a card of travel, foreign land. It's a card of strength, having a lot of strength. It's a card of enterprise, effort, trade, um, success, overseas opportunities for some. It's a card of accomplishment, satisfaction, being happy with your choices or being happy with the outcome. It's a card of preparation, moving forward, having self-confidence, self-belief. And again, overseas trade, overseas expansion. It's a card of freedom. You're ready and willing to demonstrate what you've achieved. You can remain calm and in control of your situation. There's no need for impulsiveness. This is a time to take things firmly in hand and to act in a mature and responsible manner based on your experience and common sense. You've consolidated your situation or business or enterprise, and now you can expect financial and or personal gain. By clearly defining the role you want to play, you present a positive picture to the world. This confident attitude may draw helpful people toward you or attract beneficial circumstances. You've established a solid foundation for your business or your occupation, and you can expect cooperation from others. You're clear about who you are and what you intend to achieve. Others will respond positively to you. And then your second card is a Ten of Wands. This card represents what's crossing you or what's challenging you or your situation, or it could be what you're celebrating. The message on the card is to love and care for yourself first. This is Sagittarius energy. This card is talking about hard work again, but it's also a card of achievement. So Spirit is repeating achievement. I would make a note of that. It's also a card of feeling overburdened, a lot of responsibility on your shoulders, a lot of duty, a lot of stress and struggles, feeling overloaded, feeling obligated, burnt out, or you're burning out. You feel like it's an uphill struggle, but it's a card of accomplishment, a lot of accomplishment with the 10. This card is telling you to keep going. The end is in sight. Rest and regeneration are needed. You've gained a lot of experience. This also is a card of completion, attainment of your goals, feeling satisfied. It's also a card of delays, struggle, resistance, feeling like you've lost your way, a lot of weight on your shoulders, feeling restricted. Maybe you've taken on too much, or maybe you feel you've been taken for granted. This card is also a card of victory. You've achieved your goals, but it also indicates an ending. This phase of the project is over. You cannot continue on in this manner. It's just too much work. You need to scale back on your workload, downsize the project, delegate tasks, hire more staff, ask for help. Do whatever it takes to lighten your workload. You've taken up new responsibilities appropriate to the new cycle that's beginning now. These may seem burdensome, but you do have the strength and character to shoulder them. You feel you can do anything at this time, even an extremely difficult task. Your labor may have gone for naught, or you may be carrying burdens that really don't belong to you. You feel weary as if the whole world is on your shoulders. It's up to you to decide whether to continue carrying the heavy responsibilities you have undertaken, or if other people are shirking their part and should help out. Sometimes one member of a family or organization gets all the dirty work for the simple reason that they're willing to do it. Make sure others are doing their fair share and ask for help if you need it. Don't let pride stand in your way. And then the basis of your situation or foundation is the Queen of Cups. If I can pick it up, there we go. The Queen of Cups, your foundation message. So this queen is either you, someone in your life, or she could represent a situation, male or female, actually, in a general reading. She could represent a male or female. This card is telling you to trust your knowing and follow your heart. This is you, Cancer, I think. The Queen of Cups is represented by Cancer in the zodiac. So, the Queen of Cups is someone who is, she could represent a counselor, someone who has a lot of compassion, warmth, kindness, very intuitive, very caring. She could be a healer, a bit of a daydreamer, which we've talked about already. Very imaginative, harmonious, a great listener. She has many creative talents, is artistic, inspirational, emotionally stable, very intuitive, is in flow. She represents love, emotional stability. She's sensitive, peace-loving, feminine, loyal, faithful, shy, easily wounded, pretty. She represents happiness, kindness. She's a good mother. She represents security. She's a healer. She could be an empath. She could be a psychic. She's a mature, emotional female. This queen likes to make a pleasant place for people to gather and wants everyone to be comfortable and happy. She's very sensitive to others' feelings and often knows when something is wrong before they do. She usually knows just what can help the problem too. She can be quiet and shy, but once engaged in a conversation, she is a good and caring listener. She's kind, gentle, and nurturing. As a lover of the arts, although perhaps not an artist herself, she encourages the skills and talents of others. Her psychic abilities can be very strong. She can be moody, depressed, or overly introverted. Okay, the Queen of Cups represents any kindly woman in your life or man. She could be your wife or husband or the woman you love. Your wife or your husband. She's a creative, perhaps an artist with visionary tendencies. Her psychic ability is highly developed and tends to be accurate. However, she tempers her intuitive nature with mature judgment. And if she represents you, these qualities apply, although they may still be underdeveloped. If this queen doesn't represent a person, the situation she describes may concern a creative endeavor, a relationship, or circumstances with a positive emotional tone. And then your next message is your fourth card, Two of Cups reverse. This card represents your past, but is relevant to your current situation. So this is you, again, Cancer energy, showing up in your reading. This card talks about there's a disharmony in an area of your life, in a relationship, at your work, there's an imbalance in an area of your life. There's bad or broken communication, tension, rejection, separation, division, distrust, withdrawal. There's a disconnection. This card represents breakups, separation, losing friendships, unhappy couples, bullying, dominance, abuse, incompatibility, divorce, ending partnerships. This card can indicate a union or partnership that in theory or on paper should be amazing, but the reality is that there's just no emotional connection. Okay? It's a card of self-love too, so make sure you're focusing on self-love and know that you are worthy of the deepest kind of love. I'm not sure if you know that or feel that, Cancer, because the card came out reversed. But Spirit wants you to know and believe and just know in your heart that you are worthy of the deepest kind of love. This card could suggest that there may be some kind of delay, or a relationship may have to be kept a secret for a little while. And then your immediate future card is the Seven of Swords reversed. What's likely to happen very soon in your life? Take great care of what you value, okay? Make sure you're taking great care of what's important to you. The Seven of Swords talks about a confession, or you or someone will be confessing something, coming clean. This is a card of regret, your conscience kicking in. This card represents the imposter syndrome, keeping secrets, turning over a new leaf, running away from consequences, having no backbone. It represents a coward, someone who's stealing credit, getting caught, a serial cheater. It's someone who is malicious, dangerously two-faced, a con artist, an unworkable strategy, being outsmarted. This card warns that such a tricky plan will not work out, and whoever attempts it will be exposed. Okay, your immediate future card was likely to happen very soon in your life. This card is all about deception, so maintain caution and vigilance in all things during this period. Stay open-minded and flexible so that you can respond to any changes quickly. You may be experimenting with different plans of action, getting various points of view, but you have the upper hand over a tricky situation. But you still need to exercise caution. Okay, this card urges caution in all dealings. Secretive action or indirect communications may be occurring behind your back. Nothing is quite what it seems to be, and you have to use your wit to achieve your aims. Be wary of overconfidence. You may appear to be on top now, but being too cocky can do you in. The truth will be revealed, Spirit is saying with this message too. So a confession, you or someone else confessing, coming clean. This card talks about rethinking an approach. It's a card of deception, maliciousness, regret, the imposter syndrome, keeping secrets, ignoring warnings. It could represent a pathological liar maybe you're dealing with. The outcome that you desire most in your situation is the Eight of Swords reversed. Release yourself from any self-inflicted binds is a message with this card. Gemini energy. This is a card about feeling empowered. It represents self-limiting beliefs. It's a card of self-acceptance, surrendering, taking control, being a survivor, having a new perspective. It's a card of freedom, um, releasing negative thoughts, being open to new perspectives. Um, it's a card of release, clarity, facing your fears. Um, your inner critic. This card could suggest that the feeling of entrapment is in your mind. You thought about things in such a way that they become traps and dangers, but either they aren't real or they aren't what you've made them out to be. Okay? Um, this card is telling you that it's warning you that what is already wrong can get worse, or that a difficult situation is approaching. So make sure all your affairs are in the best possible order. If you've been putting off paying your taxes, for example, or getting insurance, or maybe settling some legal matter, take care of it right away. Your well-being depends on using your head and preparing for unexpected emergencies. That's a warning there. I would make a warning if there's anything outstanding that you haven't done that you need to do. Okay. But remember, release yourself from self-inflicted binds. If it's thoughts, people, situations. And then your next card is this Page of Cups reversed. This card represents your self-image card, how you see yourself. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. So the Page of Cups reversed is someone who is emotionally vulnerable, emotionally immature. She represents, or she or he represents emotional vulnerability, emotional immaturity, insecurity. She represents being obsessed with image, being it's a card of disappointment. There's an imbalance of emotions. She's someone that has new ideas, someone who's doubting their intuition. Your self-image card could talk about neglecting the inner child, childhood issues. It's a card of escapism, insecurity, creative blocks, attention seeking, vindictiveness, ignoring your inner voice or ignoring your inner child. She could represent canceled social events. She represents obsession, envy, jealousy, emotional vulnerability, emotional wounds, someone who is overly sensitive, whose feelings get hurt at a drop of a hat, or a very moody person who has no appropriate outlet for those strong feelings. Remember, these messages are not from me, I'm just channeling them, okay? The Page of Cups reversed could show a fishy situation, something you should look at carefully. Deception may be involved, flattery for gain, or secrecy in matters of the heart. Someone may be trying to seduce you, and you're blinded to the falseness of his or her intentions, or you may be playing the role of seducer, toying with someone's emotions. If so, take care. You might get hurt yourself, okay? You are as young as you choose to feel. Age is just a number, in my books anyways. And your environment is the Five of Swords reversed. This card represents your environment, or how others see you and your situation. The Five of Swords is Aquarius energy. So reversed, you will heal yourself is a message on the card when it comes out upright. Maybe you don't feel like that because it came out reversed. This is a card of resentment, having a desire to reconcile, a desire to forgive. Again, Spirit is talking about regret, remorse, reconciliation, resolution, compromise, revenge, cutting losses, past resentments, making amends, moving on, peaceful resolution, overcoming challenges, releasing stress, ending conflict, not heeding warnings, surrendering to challenges. This card suggests an empty victory that was not worth the energy and consequences. So you did something and you thought you were going to get this out of it, but it wasn't worth it, and you've come to realize your losses have hit you hard and you're in a state of great unhappiness. You feel hurt, betrayed, angry, and discouraged, but only you can pull yourself out of your misery. You may feel confused about why the crisis occurred, but deep down you know the reasons, you just don't want to face them. Spirit is saying, okay? And then your hopes and fears, what you hope for and fear the most in your situation is the Seven of Wands reversed. Actively hold true to your values, to what's important to you, Spirit is saying, okay? Leo energy. So this card talks about admitting defeat, giving up, having no confidence, feeling overwhelmed, yielding, surrendering again. There's a lack of self-belief. It's a card of fear, exhaustion. It's warning you against indecision. It's a card about being worn down or burnt out, exhausted, which Spirit already talked about. Folding on your beliefs, giving in, giving up, admitting defeat, losing morale, authority, losing control, losing respect, losing power, surrendering, quitting, yielding, a lack of self-belief, a lack of stamina. This card could also this card could be asking you to consider what exactly it is that you're defending. There is a possibility that you're wrong and should lower your defenses. It signifies a time of confusion. You don't know whether to hold on or back off, but now is a time for firmness and decision. Even if you're not sure which way to go, it's one of those situations where any decision is better than none at all. And then your last card is your future card. If all is to remain as is, and you have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups reversed. Accept your situation without resistance is the message on the card. So Pisces energy, have hope. So this card is all about trying one more time. It could be walking away. It could be avoidance. There may be a fear of change, a fear of loss, indecision, aimless drifting, accepting less, staying in a bad situation. It's a card of monotony, stagnation, but it's also a card of great joy, happiness, and feasting. So your future, if all is to remain as is, Spirit is saying that you're running away without facing your problems. Things haven't worked out as you had hoped, and you want to bolt without giving the situation a second chance. But if you split now, you may regret it later. Okay, Cancer, so that is your reading. If this reading resonates with you, if you could please let me know. I would love to hear from you. Thank you for letting me channel these messages today. I'm really grateful. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.